Alright. Jurassic difficulty, Clark County, save a struggling park, marketplace enabled. Let's get going. This one should work. The only other one that I have seen it reports that it is bugged is Sichuan, so in theory, we don't have any problems. But I mean, like, hey, we beat part-time or whatever on Biosyn, right, with a bugged research tree. Did we actually? What was the part-time? Was it an hour? We did. Well, we did 50 some minutes, but
You
we
know
had
what
to
Las
mess around to
Vegas
try to
has
figure out why
plenty
it was
of?
broken.
Money. Shame we're not actually in Vegas, though, because this park has rolled nothing but snake eyes, financially speaking. Or should that be dinosaur eyes? Anyway, your job here is to turn the park's fortunes around with a, let's call it modest starting budget. You get going, I'll head to the strip and do, competitor analysis. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay, so we've got a toasted park. We have time controls again. Let's just take a look at everything here. Amenities income. So this is, I don't know if this is total income or if this is per time unit. Dinosaur comfort, number of guests, number of animals. Seems fairly simple. Bonuses to some pterosaurs, some aquatics, but then a few herbivores. All right, let's survey the map. Okay, so we've got a couple of cooked aviaries with nothing in them. We've got some dilos, we've got some micros, styrax, galleys, and corythos. Okay, and some like pretty tiny looking crappy pens, it seems. And these guys are just straight up broken out. So, well, let's get the dilos settled, because those would be the one that would be the most problematic. So they actually have water over there, so it looks like all they might need is a prey feeder. So we'll take care of that. Next up, we got the styrax, the galleys, and the corythos. We could just merge these. So let's look through. Comfort issue. These guys don't have enough adult population. There's no water in here currently. We do have a male. The galleys, presumably the same type of thing. No, adult pop 4 is actually okay. They're just missing water, wetland, ground leaf is good. Missing cover. Is this a path proper here? This is. And then we got this viewing gallery. And this is on the styrax. And these 97% adult pop 2, male and a female, missing a little bit of water, a little bit of wetland. So this is viable-ish. Here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to clear this down to about there. We're just going to merge these pens together. Then we have a bit of a bigger herbivore pen to play with, and I think that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do something a little bit like this and a little bit like that. Because it is a weird wavy pen, we might as well lean into that. Okay, this has no visibility. This has a viewing gallery. Our response facility is out of order. Maintenance is standing by. Let's dispatch maintenance on getting this stuff cleaned up. We should try to get these guys comfortable sooner rather than later, maybe. Too few adults, but 90%. So they're not going to break out at least. And then we've got Rogue Microceratus over here. We could put these in with the styrax. That's probably not too bad. What were your dietary thing again? You were fiber. And you little gremlins, are fiber. Yes, we'll do that. And expand the styrac pen, I think. Ah, yes, this is disabled because it hasn't been repaired. There. We can expand this pen back this way, which is maybe okay. We even have the viewing gallery to use it, so I think we will. 890k, we haven't unpaused yet. Let's grab a contract. Restroom coverage is quite good. Okay, power situation. Let's take stock. We got backup generator here, backup generator there. And then we got backup generator here, control center, and science center. Okay. Yeah, let's do maintenance team 2. Get this stuff back online. I think this pen I'm just going to scrap out. No? Is it because it's broken? Yes. Okay, I'm still going to scrap it out, but we need to apparently repair it, which is obnoxious. Which would probably mean I cannot delete the currently existing aviaries as they stand. So yeah, also going to be a whole thing. 1 star already. Honestly, insane. Are we actually... So we're open currently, huh? Well, let's close that because we have rogue Microceratus. We'll try to get those under control before we do anything else here. Comfort 67%. Missing that much cover. You do have more ground leaf than you need. Oops. I overdid it. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's repaired. Let's get the capture teams moving out here. This pen section, we could use this to expand the dilos. Potentially start breeding. Too few adult females. So yeah, they also are not happy with everything life has to offer them. I feel like we should get profitable with what we have before we do any actual expeditions. So I am going to focus on that. I can strip down these aviaries too. I think I will. So I can't clear that one until it's repaired, but I can clear the rest. That's a lot of money. Okay, I'm gonna push back even like the paths here. Well, I guess I'll leave that because we'll probably expand that way. It's fine. Okay. I missed one of them, I think. Yeah. There we go. Let's get some maintenance posts in.
The dinosaurs are really no different from us when it comes to their emotional states. Comfortable dinosaurs are content dinosaurs, and content dinosaurs are more likely to thrive.
Okay, 2. 1 on these 2. The other one should be sedated, I think. I don't see it. We'll come back and grab it in a sec. Oh no, maybe I got all 5. Okay. Alright, let's maybe prep an expansion to this pen just in case we need it. Okay, Pausing again. So, these guys, will you breed without a adult? Whoops. Might have just slightly resized the game. Or I just clicked off the screen slightly and made it weird. It looks like it is slightly resized. Oh, geez. Okay, well, that's probably better. Okay. Anyway, yes, nests. These are blocked. We need to do this basic research node. Oh, we have scientists already? Faster synth, faster ink, faster excavations. Let's... Wait, hatchery, additional hatchery bays, nesting areas. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. 100k. Micros are sedated and airlifting. Let's open this back up. And then let's get visibility fixed. So, a visibility thing here. Somewhere. Okay, that connected to that already, I guess. We can leave that alone for now. It's a little gross and weird. But replacing it takes money we don't really have. Yeah, we should check the available species when we have money. Yeah, I want to get the population stabilized that we have. That is the priority. So we need, like, another Dilo. We need, like, more Corythosaurs. Adult females 0, adult males 2. Oh, poor guys. They're just roommates. They're just living. Let's get these fences cleaned up, and then we can expand the Dilo pen backwards, too. And then let's get our other facility guy queued up on these, so we can delete these. Okay, and this is expanded. Alright, restrooms. Somewhere over here, presumably. Or maybe here in the middle, because that's where it's actually showing demand.
Gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
Okay. Amenities on this strip makes sense to me. It's kind of built for it, it looks like. Profit negative. Green and white. So, one of these. Features. Beanbags and fossil display and done. Profit is negative. We'll see if that continues to be negative. It's May. Restroom coverage is ticking down. Maybe a hotel? We got this back corner out of view, but I guess we'll just live with that. A hotel just like here in the middle is probably perfectly good. Okay. Micros. Missing your ground leaf. Pausing. Ground leafing you. Missing some pasture. Okay. You don't require much of anything. But these guys have expanded back, so now we can add their other stuff in the back corner. So this. This. Apparently I lost water? Maybe I never had water? Obstructed by Microceratus. Okay, well, how about a second lake? Okay, and I guess the nests were done, so a medium for the Corythosaurs, no requirements. And then the galleys. Adult pop 3. Wait, I thought we had 4. Oh, I'm on the Corythosaurs again. I clicked on the one Corythosaur hiding in the galley herd. So these were multiple nests nearby, right? Medium. Can't breed male. Oh, do we have... No, we have one lady. Okay. Still dumps you back to the map when you put the nests in, which sucks. It should stay when you're putting nests in. Sending you all the way back to the start is just silly. Okay. Breeding there. Styracos. Medium. Nothing special needed.
At this rate, you might finally unseat me as Employee of the Month. I mean, I choose who
Amenities
gets it, so
are
you won't.
profitable.
But you still did a great job.
Release a Styrac, probably not. How about disease-free? That's when we don't have to monitor. Did we do... Yeah, okay, shopping.
Transportation complete.
I could just overlap the maintenance posts. So that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Some white and some green. Okay. Okay, base park set up. Let's check the numbers. Okay, we have issues. We have path capacity is the issue currently. Okay, we need to just get more people in the park for paths to be a thing. So, if we want to increase path capacity, we can improve visibility. That would be the main thing. I probably don't need to worry about it quite yet, I would say. Okay, I need to get this stuff cleaned up. Okay, and the Dilo stuff was built, so I'm going to just expand this. I don't see any reason to maintain that section. And then maybe we do power. 500k. Or maybe we do, like, Dilo Expedition, because we can't breed these guys. Let's run it. See what we get. Maybe it'll pay for itself, which would be nice. Could try running breeding programs, but I'm gonna probably not bother with that because then my scientists will need to rest and stuff. I'd rather keep them on deck for other stuff. And just hopefully they breed on their own. Okay, everybody's good there. And these are not overstuffed yet, so putting in any other ones of those is unnecessary. Any infrastructure we're missing? We're missing medical. We got science center, control center, yeah, just medical.
A star! Fantastic! You know, it almost seems like you're hungry for a compliment from old Cabot, eh?
Well, you know,
no?
buddy.
Well, you're getting one anyway. Keep up the great work.
Okay, I already put the thing in there. Alright, 2 stars. Now we're below path capacity somehow. Unclear how that works. Why does appeal over time have like a weird spike in the front? How does that work? Microstratus don't have any males or females or something, right? Yeah, they're all ladies. No males for the micros, so we'll need to breed those too. Yep, very quick. Alright, the park is largely established. Alright, fossil check. Okay, a little bit of money. Oops. 58 and 48. So we had partial genome data for this too, so this is already clear. The Corithos can just breed, although they'll be upset until one matures, so that's not really a good answer. They have multiple dig sites. I think we can just start one of these at least. A little low on money, actually. Maybe I should have waited. That's fine. Contract time. No, we're still on disease free. Did I, what's the condition for power here? I guess it's the murder of this. Doesn't have its own thing. Core upgrades, core infrastructure, power 2, power 1. Okay, so 7 logistics and 500k for power stations. Sure. So we're going to probably hold off on that. Azor's actually made you upset? Interesting. Excuse me. It doesn't seem like we're making money yet. We should be. I mean, it says profit. If we trust these numbers. Which is always questionable. So, in terms of animal roster, let's take a quick peek. That's the hybrids. I see the dino skull and I just click on it. Dig sites, there we go. Microcitico, Proto, Myocoritho, Edmonto Gali Listro, Nasudo Sino, Styrak, Trike Loki, Ovi, Dilocompi, Dimorphotop, Caillou, Tyrannotrope Geo, and then Ichthy, Pleasy, Chrono Dunk. What a tiny, tiny roster. Well, that's like such a limited. That's insanely limited. How many animals is this? 3, 5, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 dinosaur species, plus a bunch of things that don't count because they're not dinosaurs. But 6 pterosaurs out of 8, 4 aquatics out of 7. Underwhelming. Oh, this should be done. What happened to this one? Why did this not get repaired? Because he's still on it. Fix it. Hurry up. There we go. Cleared that crap out. Ooh, platinum. Huge. Huge platinum. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna probably do. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Let's look at this again. They don't get bigger.
Wow.
At least not
That's pretty
significantly.
impressive
That's
to see in action.
pretty
Maybe I
lame.
should be making notes on you instead of the dinosaurs.
So we've got a bunch of ceratopsians, hadrosaurs, Galilistro, and that's like it. So this is going to be like a ceratopsian-centric park build. And I'm just going to roll with that, actually. I'm probably not going to put in any flyers or aquatics. I'm just going to put in all the ceratopsians, because it's funny to me. So, let's start hatchery over here. No, let's not block that. Plus out of range of power. That's fine. We can put in power. Let's put this like back here. Yeah. Am I gonna plat JWE3? I mean, PC achievements don't really have categories, but yes, I generally do every achievement for any game I like, just to have more things to do with the game I like, and that will include JWE3. Off stream, I finished up the 5 generation achievement and the research tree. The research tree required me to run the game all night on AFK mode, which was stupid and lame, but it eventually popped. I came back to the chaotic park that I shared on the channel on a post, which was pretty funny. Still nearly 5 stars, but that's how these new rating requirements end up going. Alright, this is our expanded ceratopsian enclosure. The hatchery. This will be powered through the fence, actually, so we don't even need new power, which is great. Alright, so let's pause here. Let's get Dilos. I think we should do Caillou, but I hate Caillou. I hate him because he doesn't completely suck, but he's a massive letdown anyway. Oh, do we need to do... Well, we can do the female because this is these are males already, yeah. Okay. Oh, I need to set up ranger posts too. So we have 7 genetics. These are all locked, so yeah. We'll just randomize, I guess. Okay, let's get those ranger posts. So we have, we need one here. We need one kind of, we can probably just split the difference here. And maybe we'll put it in both. It'll be easier that way. I actually am taking a penalty from this, so I should have done this way sooner. Alright. Let's get one going. Well, I guess they're already moving out, so yeah, we're fine. Gain $1 million for Dilo egg. Sabotage risk. Fuck yeah, give me that money. Let's go. Hell yeah. Alright, 2 lady Dilos. Lethal Baits, Great Sandy. We'll take them both. Alright, fossils should be processable now that the geneticist is back. 5728, let's do it. It's a new species and we won't ever see it again. I mean, we'll keep it in mind, alright? We'll see where we get at with the ceratopsian animal park, and then if we need another animal, we'll probably do Kai. But I want to experiment specifically with the ceratopsian cohab and how efficient that can be. So that's why I want to push on that, you know.
Has been updated. The sandstorm temp level has been
Okay,
raised.
sandstorm inbound. Styrax are breeding.
Dilophosaurus to the park.
This is a medium nest. Okay, just a 10% penalty, not a big deal.
Oh, the Dilophosaurus is a fascinating animal. Of course, we'll never know if its impressive neck frill and venom-spitting ability were traits of the dinosaur itself, or side effects of filling in gaps of the original genome. Either way, it's surprises like that that make being a paleoecologist a pure joy.
Okay, I want to talk about that right there. That thing, that's a huge goddamn nitpick I have in the franchise. The point of the Dilophosaurus having poison and a frill is to lean into the idea from the original novel that you can't know everything there is to know about an extinct animal until you clone it. So the whole point was Dilophosaurus was poisonous in the novel because it illustrated how InGen was bringing back these animals they didn't understand, and they would have traits that couldn't be predicted from the fossil record. That is the entire point of the Dilophosaurus being poisonous and having a frill. I hate the notion that it's just because of errors in the gene sequence. It just frustrates me because that's not the point. That's not the original point of that. This whole argument that the dinosaurs aren't real dinosaurs is a thing that comes off of Jurassic World. It's true, don't get me wrong, but it's literally the thing people use as an excuse for everything in these movies now. Oh well, they're not real dinosaurs. Oh well, they're not real dinosaurs. There's a gene sequence there. Blah blah blah. and it's lazy, and I hate it. It just aggravates me. It was not the intent in the original trilogy. Anyway, enough ranting. Okay, these guys are good to go. So, breeding. These guys are medium nest. Why are you poisoned? Sorry, what? They poison each other? Annoying. Will they die from that? Okay, species isolated. This is true. We'll just check this nest back here. Okay, well, you're the new alpha now. I hope you're happy with yourself, spitting in each other's eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sandstorm
Let's assign the medical team here so I don't have to monitor this. And let's get this shelter open. Hey, Angel, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Alright, Corythosaur fossils is what we were doing. Let's check on that situation. So, 15 and 85, these are done. $148. Alright, let's pin the path, because that's the big thing we need to keep an eye on. We are still a little ways away from that, but we did just come out of a storm. I cannot click the star rating from the research tree to go to the star rating. Important to note. So we were currently not hitting path capacity before we took this big hit here. So we should be fine. This is safety rating is still coming back. Search armor herbivore 2. Like, in the game? What are we talking about here exactly? Okay, we got eggs, 4. Galleys, 4 of them. Did we ever have the Corythos breed? Don't think so. They might not have terribly good compatibility. But we'll be breeding new ones in 15 seconds anyway. What is our next species going to breed? Yeah, it's a good question. I might work on getting like the micros to breed or something. We're at 72% genome data already. We have 60% in a pseudo. We could think about that. Oh, we got lifespan. I feel like this is going to go quick enough that we don't need this. So let's min-max by just not doing it. Let's look at the situation. So, Mr. Microceratus, you like everybody, right? Pretty sure? Okay, low health, we'll check that. Well, the MBU is already on the way, but we could keep an eye on it ourselves. Yeah, you like everybody. Every Ceratopsian. Styrac, you dislike Trike and Sino. You do like Nasudo. So Nasudo also is going to be an early priority. Oh, we had the babies. Shit. Hi, baby. Baby Styrac. Social. We gotta make sure these aren't aggressive. That shit does get annoying. Oh, fun thing I learned in my time offline finishing the achievements. The Loki Ceratops specifically gets mad if there is a male carcass in the pen with it. Specifically a male Loki Ceratops. That will drive them into a rage and they will break out. Very interesting behavior to give an animal. Nothing else quite like that. So the Styracs are doing pretty good on breeding on their own. Okay, there is a timer on the health loss. 30 seconds. That's good. Alright, oh yeah, what did we have? We had one of each, right? Yeah, so let's just do like one more male, maybe. Okay, I don't like the blank in general. So the blank is the high contender for the new male. Definitely don't want you. Yeah, none of these. I mean, this is kind of fun because this is like, no, not quite. Never mind. I think I was looking at the wrong thing. It was almost like a film canon male in a way. We'll do these. So they should eventually breed. How long we got on? Oh, movement in the nest. Galley babies. I'll go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Gallimimus to the park.
Okay, is it just me, or does the Gallimimus baby kind of look like they took a regular Gallimimus head and top of the neck and just stapled it to a baby? Like, just, at least at a glance, just looking at it, it just kind of looks like the exact same face initially. Like, it's a little different, obviously, it's not actually one-to-one, but that's just the direct impression I had from that. Okay, the babies are happy, but we don't have status info on some of the other stuff here. Let's get this prioritized and make sure they're still good. Can't reach. Oh, is there not a gate on this pen? You know what? That would be an issue, huh? I wish you would have told me sooner. I didn't put a gate here. Okay. Unidentified ailments. No, medical. They're just born and they already have, like, chicken pox or something. Alright, 4 seconds. Hey, Primal Gamer, how's it going?
Incubation complete.
Alright, Krithos. Let's see, they were, like, over here currently. Oh, okay. We have, disease is rampant.
Pleased to welcome a Corythus.
Okay. What do we get? We have... Sorry, avian pox. We got the pox! The pox on all of our houses. Looks, yeah, a little smushed on the galley skull versus, but it still looks very much, very similar to the adult in my mind. Path. Just got Biosyn, final map left, very nice. Okay, comfort's still good on the galleys with the babies. We are sitting on a fat mill. We can grab a new contract too. Sure, no guest deaths. Not bad. Researching this is not worth it. 5 gene modded dinos I could do, but I think the amount I spend and the redirection towards what are not my long-term goals to do this is not worth it. So we'll just do guest protection. Yeah, everybody hates avian pox. A pox on avian pox.
We are pleased to welcome a Corythosaurus to the park.
Now here's a distinctive looking dinosaur. The Corythosaurus has a bill like a duck and an impressive
It
crest
really,
on its
really
head.
doesn't have a
Kinda
bill like a
makes
duck.
you wonder if evolution really does have a plan or if it's just trying everything until something sticks, huh? Now that I mention it, that might be exactly how evolution works. Huh.
It's like he's in a game with evolution in the
Many
title.
natural systems fall into some sort of hierarchy, and dinosaur behavior is no different. The alpha should be easy enough to identify from observation alone.
The dinosaur beaks are more like turtle beaks, right? Not like bird beaks. Or at least hadrosaur beaks are like that. Okay, wide path's done. Let's make sure we get this disease stuff set on before we do anything else. Now, I could micromanage this. Let's do a little bit of micromanage. I could also just assign this and move on with my life, but... Yeah, true. I mean... I wonder, you know, I'm assuming the contract won't let you have guests get killed by pterosaurs, but it should. That would be funny. Okay, these guys are the dying ones. Oh god, they're really dying. Don't run, you're gonna die, you idiot. Okay, he's good, he's good. The Corythos are good. Okay, so on to maybe micro. Might as well get them smashing. And then we'll do Nasudo. Finish that up. Let's get the path upgrades in now. We have 2 mil, so this is pretty okay. Brush mode. I actually don't know if we're going to expand past the Dilopen where that path is, but I guess I'll just replace it because it's
Mission
here.
accomplished. And the debriefing is nice and
This is
straightforward on
weird.
this one. You did great work.
There we go. Alrighty then. 2.5 stars. At the halfway... Oh, thoroughfare path already ready to be unlocked after upgrading the path. $1 million and 16 logistics is pretty steep. You know what we should do? Well, we should do medium amenity, but maybe not first. I'm thinking we do our upgrades. Because this gets us... Oh, not the ones I'm thinking of. Or power. Wait. Yeah, so everything is there. Let's do power. We'll do it like this, and then we can process fossils. 72 and 28 is done. Okay. We'll need a staff center. We might as well slap that down. I never actually researched that. Totally fair. Nope. Okay, more eggs for galleys. Corythosauruses are breeding 2 now. On that node. Perfect. Oh, Dilos are breeding 2. Okay, everybody's smashing. Fantastic. Okay. Wait, what did I just research? I forgot what I just researched. Advanced equipment is a 9 genetics. We're in 7. Maybe... Oh yeah, we did power. Maybe staff building here. Yeah. Because then we have faster ink for the micros that are coming. Dinosaur eggs found. Okay, 4 eggs. Micros complete. Microceratus, modify. Still only lifespan that was automatic. Random, 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 random. Save and exit. Begin task 5. Yeah, medium amenities is another thing on the list for sure. Let's get the power in before I forget that we have it, though. So power. I could put this section of path to use and just chuck the power down here at the end. I don't hate that idea. I think I might do that. We'll need a new maintenance set building if I do that. I could do it like here. And then we'd kind of block the expansion. I'm just going to chuck it down like here, honestly. I'm going to use JP era pylons now that they're readily accessible. Okay, am I overstepping my bounds if I throw out the idea that possibly the fact that JP pylons have been added to the build menu in this update is because of me? Probably not because of me. This was probably on a list somewhere already, but it is... I made a Reddit post specifically about this in addition to the short I put up on the channel. It's not impossible that somebody saw the Reddit post from Frontier, because they do keep an eye on the subreddit. Okay, so we'll need power down the other direction. Life is emerging. Okay, baby Dilos. I don't think we've ever actually had baby Dilos. I'm not going to delete any of the nests until we run into actual overpopulation issues. Okay, that was a very cute animation of him sniffing the ground and then getting slightly angry at it. I was amused. Missing meat. Yes, you do need a meat. Alright, everybody is now happy. Movement in the nest from more galleys. Do I think we might eventually get a new Dilo variant? Not really. I wish we would get at least a proper film cosmetic for the classic Dilo, because the one we have doesn't look quite right. But yeah, they haven't added nearly as many variants as I'd hoped they would back in the day, so I'm not terribly optimistic. 30 seconds there. Let's pause. Okay, micro eggs. Viable 2. We have specifically 4 females, 5 females. So, unless these are disgusting... He's a blank. I could do just 1 male. Sure. I'll do the 1 male. I could have removed the blanks and favorited every pattern and done it that way, but it just takes a couple extra keystrokes, so I didn't do it. Let's finish up the power grid. Alright, and then we probably need one over here. Maybe? Let's look at this again. This is here. Yeah, this node is not powered. Why did it click update? Is it because I had the building in my hand already when I clicked that? That's kind of weird. We'll put this back here. Maybe. No? Alright, we should be running off of the grid power completely. I won't delete these backup generators because they are useful to us. You late? Just got off work? This is Nevada. This is a sub 2 hour par time. We start with a damaged park and a bunch of animals in suboptimal conditions. And we got to salvage the park. It's we're on Jurassic difficulty, but it was pretty simple and easy. It did not take much work to get the animals stabilized. The economy was never really at any risk. And we're kind of just able to mash buttons and get through it. So we're 48 minutes into it, just kind of plowing ahead. Animal breeding's well underway too, so also a good thing for us. Alright, let's pause for a second and look at our research options. So, we did Staff Center. So that gives us some more points. Let's get these upgrades next. I could split this. And then I could do an expedition for Nasudo. Well, actually, let's check this. We also did Biosyn earlier, Jayski, and it was bugged. The research tree wouldn't load, but we still beat it. We just kind of brute forced it almost. Let's do medium here, and then staff upgrades on the other two. Or not staff upgrades, building upgrades, I mean. We're doing Nasudo next, because we have like 60% of the genome already anyway. We're actually... What is the requirement here? 10 species to not get a penalty. All right, there's our male micro. Let's release these by airlift to make sure the herds merge properly. They're over here somewhere.
That looks like a lovely addition to the park. You're sure we're not spoiling the guests when
Okay,
we
and these are
could
at
be
400, so the
spoiling
mediums are
ourselves,
useful. All right, let's pause. Let's look through the upgrade options first. Storm defense may be useful, but I'm not going to invest the money right now. Is that true? I have $2 million. I can just do this. Who cares? Beat Biosyn in... It was not 30 minutes. It was like 50 minutes, 55 or something, but the definitely like the research tree being botched was a complicating factor. We could just do cheaper instead of yield. I'm not sure if I care about that. Because I might want to do... If I do capacity, then I'm researching yield anyway. So that's kind of a thing. I'm kind of feeling scanners. Watching the amount of time it takes them to actually scan things sometimes makes me feel like scanners is good actually as an upgrade, not just good because it's cheap and easily available like it was in 2. And then I think here we'll do training. Still 2 mil. We don't have the upgrade thing here yet, so that stays. Yeah, it probably was technically less than 50 minutes like in-game because we spent some time in the menus, right? Which is going to be paused. Cheaper research here. We could do this. We could go cheaper research, get our research tasks done, and then switch to capacity in your endgame or something. That might be worth doing. Scientist salaries or construction or motivation. Let's do... Oh, salaries is super expensive. Let's do construction. Maybe a little late for that, but we are going to put in like medium amenities. It probably pays for itself. And then I'm just going to make cheaper expeditions, I think. I don't think I'm going to do the second tier of research. I don't think we really need it. I think we can keep low capacity on the fossils. I think it's probably okay. Alright, stripping these out. Oh yeah, where was our hotel at? 93%. So we do need hotel too. And bathroom and shelter. Probably shelter down here too, which is going to be... Oh no, not there actually. Why did it say I needed shelter? I'm going to put one here just because. Okay, sneeze done. Yeah, the lack of speed controls is pretty obnoxious, being frozen specifically to like just real time. Kind of weird. I don't like that with the timing and stuff. Like, I can enjoy doing a no pause run because I choose to do one. Being forced to do no pause on a delivery map like that when we're playing blind, kind of annoying. But we did it, and everything was fine. Did I just resize the friggin' screen again? God damn it. I clicked the wrong thing. No, I think we're good. That looks right to me. Okay. Alright. White, green, and yellow. Yellow's the lowest. Some white and some green, and we're done. Nameless abortion. Selling viewers. Incredible. Incredible choice to name your bot Nameless Abortion. Living up to everything I expected it to be. And I will not be using your services, bot. Alright, there we go. And the last one. Getting a little closer to that maintenance post. I think I'm going to move it to the other side. Oh, also that is out of range now, so we might actually be able to optimize this. Maybe not. Somewhere like that. So yeah, I guess we'll just chuck that there. We'll reassign that in a second. Let's get the drinks before we forget. What are my thoughts on Kentro? Underwhelming. It's very strange that the Frontier version is the default rather than the canon version. I'm not sure what the logic is there, per se. And then, no really noticeable dimorphism or anything. The pattern doesn't really get improved in any way on the male. That it's, like, it doesn't look that interesting. It's just it's been added back in kind of the least impactful way, essentially, like with no real changes. What did the update consist of? The update had some bug fixes. It added the pylons for Jurassic Park era to the power tree now. So we actually have the JP pylons without having to use decorations to replace. A bunch of smaller changes. Honestly, nothing else really pops into mind. Kentra really is the big thing for the update. Paths don't default to replace now when you click on them. It's all stuff like that, like small, like quality of life type fixes. So yeah, this is pretty chill for a Jurassic difficulty on a blind playthrough. Disappointingly so, 100%. But that's fine, because once we've established how the baseline of the game goes, then we can crack open the code and we can mod the hell out of this shit and make this not baby mode, which is what we will do.
You just earned this park a star and my appreciation. Terms and conditions apply on that second one, naturally.
Okay. These are all configured. We have a small amount of space. Once we put in a hotel, we will be at capacity. Probably. So we got a gap back here we could cover. I'm not sure we really need to. I think I'm going to just put this over here. Oh, storm warning. The storm is approaching the island. Okay, let's try and put this here. Oh, Mr. Maintenance Post. True, I did just put you down there. I'm just going to delete you again. Alright, I'll see ya. What is preventing that? Oh, is it because the... Wait, this is like specifically limiting the slope to match the power line. I expected the path to be more of an issue there than the power line. Very strange. The power line's about the last thing I expected the terrain to react to. Because I'm pretty sure we've put the power lines up some pretty steep hills before. So I'm not really sure why it is being so picky. Citico is now at war with the Stegosaur army. Oh, yeah, that might have messed up some enclosures, huh? So much for the whole, we won't change Tapajara diets because it'll break enclosures. That was always an excuse, though, so... Alright, let's get those shelters opened. Well, I guess my other shelter is literally right here. So yeah, that explains why this one wasn't actually doing much of anything. I'm just going to leave them both in here. We'll move this one out further down if we need to. Actually, maybe I just move it down now. Because, like, what is the point of leaving it here when it's probably not doing anything? Well, we can confirm these, like, building constraints are not fixed, so there's that. Okay. Let's get our scientists doing some work. Pseudoceratops time. Everywhere is an island. True. We're just an island adrift in the universe. Wait. Oh, do I need to research Nasudo? I don't start with it unlocked. We just start with DNA for it? Crazy choice. Okay, sure. What the rest? Alright, let's end this one here. Till next time.